Hey, Raptor fans, Raptor Nation, what is going on? Talk Raps with Adani here with another video for you all. This is a very special one I'm going to make for you, and hopefully you enjoy this one. But before I begin, this want to let you know that the location I'm in right now, it's in my closet, okay? Um, Same room, just right now there's some noise going on uh further next door, because it's my house is a detached house, so there's other that next house beside and making up a lot of noise, so I just got to do it more peacefully and quietly in here. All right, so it's great to be back, making these videos. Sometimes taking a break for your own good. If you're a vlogger, you're making videos and constantly doing it over and you need a break, right? So with that being said, I gotta just make my channel more lively. um what I mean by lively, like, I mean, like, keep it going, right? I don't want to have it stale for a week, 2 weeks, and not posting up nothing, and people thinking, oh, this guy is not doing no more videos, and you lose subscribers and they lose interest. So yeah, so far, what do you think about the Raptors so far? 11 games in, uh 6-5 on the record. I believe right now they are seventh or eighth in that playoff spot, or almost a playing team right now. And Raptors, believe it to me, I don't think play in is what's there on their agenda. They want to make the playoffs, right? So you have the top seven teams. I, yes, top seven teams that make the playoffs, and then the 8, 9, and 10 teams are the playing teams. So out of those three gets the last spot. Now, speaking of returns, as I mentioned yesterday, Pascal Siakam making his return against the Brooklyn Nets. 15 points, uh, 5 rebounds, played 25 minutes, right? And I mean, you want to see him play more, but because he's coming back from an injury, you can't play him. As I mentioned in my game post game reaction yesterday, you don't want to play him a lot of heavy minutes. Coming back from an injury, and you got to watch how you maintain him. And I was kind of surprised that they inserted him in the starting lineup. I thought, like, there was reports there saying that he might come off the bench, but then you gotta think about it. Well, why is Pascal Siakam coming off the bench? You know, this guy's been with the team for a long time. He hasn't played for over 6 months. Last time we saw Siakam, in Tampa, and the whole team down there, and don't remember the last game he played. And then the off season, went for the off season surgery, his shoulder, time to heal, and it takes a process for everything to get better. But as I said, just got to be cautious. Don't want to be rushing him, playing him too much heavy minutes. And now with Siakam back, it feels like the Raptors, their go-to guy, close situation games that coming down to the wire, who do you want to give the ball to? Uh, Siakam, you want to give the ball to Scotty Barnes. The Friday night game against Cleveland. Look here, Scotty Barnes. My gosh, the chance he got right there to give the Raptors that win against Cleveland is so close, so close, right? But now in future games, now coming down to the line, uh, to me, I look, you got to give it to Pascal Siakam. Siakam is probably one of the main players that you want to give the ball to, right? OG, maybe, I mean, OG will have his chance, but knowing that Nick Nurse, I don't know if he wanna use OG in that situation. I don't think also Fred VanVleet being the go-to guy. It all depends to what the opposing team draws up on their defense, which you would not know, and then how you run your offense. If you have the last ball, um, with you with the ball, and there's 3.7 seconds left. You're down by three, going for the tie, or do you go for the layup, try to get a call, you know? So I'm just glad that Siakam is back, and a lot of all these hate about Pascal Siakam, during the bubble a few years ago, and then last year, you know, the whole thing about him not being ready, and is there too much pressure on Pascal Siakam? I don't think there's no pressure on this guy, man. And the whole thing with him and Nick Nurse, they're not seeing eye to eye. That's just people spreading spreading rumors about things are not working out with him. And I gotta say, just give it time. Now that the team is back in Toronto, uh, watch Siakam is gonna show a lot of people out there that, hey, I, I did not like Florida, right? That's what Siakam is saying. He prefers Toronto. Okay, so that's that. Now, another thing I want to talk about is, the whole season. I realize it's 11 games in, but sometimes I just get that feeling that this 21-22 season might end up being something like, if Raptor fans out there, you remember this, the 2013-14 season. Now, if you remember that season where the Raptors, they started off, not great, a bit of up and down team, when they had guys like Lowry and DeRozan, Jonas Valanciunas, Terrence Ross. Who else is on that team? And Rudy Gay. I remember Rudy Gay was one of the main superstar that they got. And then what happened? Well, if you remember, they traded him to Sacramento for 3 players, right? John Salmons, Quincy Ace. No. Was it Quincy Acey? I think they traded Quincy Acey. And I think they traded Aaron Gray. Right now, I'm running a blank here. That's why, sometimes if I don't remember these things, like so much things happen in Raptor history that you kind of lose track of, right? But I do remember they did trade Rudy Gay to Sacramento, and we got back. I think, yeah, we got back Quincy. Yeah, we got Quincy AC and Aaron Gray in that deal with John Salmons and Chuck Hayes. Chuck Hayes. That's one of the players. So I think it was a 4-player deal that we made with Sacramento, and that was the turnaround for the Raptors that went on the making the playoffs 8 straight years from that. They made the playoffs, lost in 7 against Brooklyn. Paul Pierce with that block shot on Kyle Lowry, game 7. Jurassic Park was born. And before that, the heartaches with the Raptors were losing seasons after losing seasons. And then that one trade in December. I never forget when he made that trade. They had a game against the Lakers. They were short-handed. Raptors were short-handed, and they end up beating a Laker team that didn't have Kobe that night. And I believe that's where it started. They started winning games. They started getting better, made the playoffs. And then from that, they started be a contender each and every year. Every year, I should say, except for last year. The whole playoff format changed, and then the Raptors, you know, had to find a way, try to get back. And right now, that's what they're trying to do right now. So, this season, this kind of reminds me. Right now, I know. It's 11 games in, right? It's too early, but if we're gonna see something like this again, I believe making a move. Uh, Look here, it is what it is. But if I have to say, I have to say this, man. But Goran Dragic, I don't see him being a fit with this team right now. This team needs centers, and when you have too many guards right now, you have Van Fleet, Flynn, Banton, too much. Goran Dragic hasn't played since the what second or third game of this season right now, and I mean, we all know the story. He basically didn't want to play here. Then all of a sudden, the mid his mindset changed, and it looking like he does want to play here. And because look, you're with the team, you have to show interest that you want to be here, right? With the Raptors. But if this is possible, if there is a center out there, now I'm not talking about centers like guys like Heights with Pascal Siakam playing the 5. Yeah, like I don't want to see Siakam playing the 5. The whole small ball thing. It works to a it works for a little bit, but even watching watching the highlights yesterday, the Raptors have no center. Ken Birch didn't play. It looks very. What's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't look To me, it doesn't look very that good out there when you have no center that can protect the rim, get your offensive and defensive rebounds off the glass, and it hurts, right? It very hurts the team. So I don't want guys like Siakam, Chris Boucher, Precious Achua, which I mean, come on, this guy's only what 6'9", 6'10". We're looking for a center that's at least 7'1", 7'2", physical, can block shots, can grab rebounds, take away strip balls. So, like guys like Scotty Barnes, man. I swear, Scotty Barnes was a 7-footer, and what he did against Jared Allen against Cleveland when he stripped the ball away from him like a what do you call those football players? Just take away the ball. I mean that. So I'm hoping that the move I would make. I know it's my opinion that other people's opinion may be different from others, or even from mine. Raptors need a center, and maybe trading Goran Dragic could be the answer to that. But then again, look, I'm not Messiah. I don't look like him. I mean, even though I'm black, you know, I'm not Bobby Webster. I don't look like him. I do not work for the Raptors organization. Okay, I am just a regular person here making Raptor content videos, post game reaction, yada yada yada, like other YouTubers out there and other vloggers that do Raptor stuff and basketball stuff, right? Uh, I'm not, those vloggers out there that they act like, oh well, this is the great. This they should do this. I'm not like that. No, and that's why I keep saying, certain of my stuff that I speak of is based on my opinion and my own thoughts. Okay, so that's gonna do it for this one right here. Sorry about that if you don't see none of myself. As I said, just in my closet here. It's kind of funny. And Wednesday, the Raptors take on the Boston Celtics. There's going to be a new change to my video, so just stay tuned and you will see what it's all about. All right, take care, guys and girls. Everyone, have a great day. Go Raptors, go, and wish you all the best. Peace.